1. Dolly Zoom. Before I start to explain how to create this effect, this video is sponsored by Dehancer. Dehancer is a plugin that makes your color grading much easier and time-winning. I would definitely recommend using this plugin. You can use the promo code TIM20 for 10% off. There is a link to the Dehancer website in the video description, and I will tell you soon more about this. Let's go to the first effect right now. This is the original clip. Let's create a zoom in first. Go to the start, select a clip, and add a keyframe on the zoom. If we go to the end and then one frame back, we're on the last frame. Increase the zoom there slightly. The keyframe will be created automatically. Now we have the zoom in already. Hold the Alt or Option key to select the clip only. Duplicate this clip by dragging it upwards while holding the same key. Reset the zoom while the upper clip is selected. Turn off Video Layer 1 and go to the color grading. Right mouse click on the node, add node and add a serial node. Right mouse click in the area and add an alpha output. Connect a second node to the alpha output. This video consists of two parts. Everything under the horizon line and the sky. Make sure you're standing on the window tab. We will only make the sky visible now. Let's do it here by using the rectangle tool. Make sure that the bottom line of the mask is on a place where the pixels are similar on the outside and inside edge. This can be the sky or in this case the horizon. It's also important that the mask has a little softness. Go to the Edit tab again. This is the part that we have just masked out. Instead of a zoom in, we are going to add a zoom out here. While the clip on Video Layer 2 is selected, go to Zoom. Increase the value slightly at the start and add a keyframe. Go to the last frame and make the zoom 1. Now we have two keyframes and the sky zooms out. If we enable Video Layer 1, you can see that we have created the effect. Let's go back to Dehancer for a while. I will show you how I created this color grading. All you need to do is just drag the Dehancer effect on a node and adjust some sliders. Let's disable this to make it normal. Here you have a black point and a white point. I just try to adjust everything slightly, and everything together will make a big difference. You have a lot of sliders that aren't even in the standard DaVinci grading. Here we can adjust the color a little bit. These color head sliders are really cool. You can adjust the tone of the shadows, midtones and highlights all separately as well. And basically that was it. This is the before and this is the after. The only thing that I did extra without Dehancer was adding a vignette and decrease the highlights there. So you can still combine Dehancer's and DaVinci Resolve's color grading. If you'd like to buy Dehancer for DaVinci Resolve or any other desktop software from Dehancer, don't forget to use the promo code TIM20. Let's go to Effect 2, Self-Opening Objects. This is rather a cool video trick. What I did was open the door and give it a little push. And all you need to do now in post-editing is put it in reverse. Right mouse click on the clip. Change clip speed. And there enable reverse speed. Now trim off the part where you see the hand. With this reverse trick you can make impossible things possible. Talking about impossible things, it's my dream to make this YouTube channel as big as possible. So feel free to subscribe in case you haven't already, and I'll be forever thankful. This brings us by 3. Kaleidoscope. This is the original clip. Search for mirror in the Open Effects. Drag it to the clip. Select the clip and go to Effects. Put a mirror placement on Kaleidoscope. Now increase the center size to your favor. We have this effect now. Go to the start of the clip. Place a keyframe on the angle. Go to the end of the clip. and move the angle a little bit. Everything that we see while adjusting the angle will be visible in the animation, and like this we create a rotating kaleidoscope. 4. Glowing animated lines. Search for adjustment clip and drag it on top of the original clip. Trim it to the same length. Go to the start of the clip. Go to the Fusion tab. Here you need to see a media in and a media out. Toggle on the clips. Make sure that the adjustment clip is selected. Toggle on effects and search for merge. Drag a merge node between media in and media out. Now search for background and drag the background node in the area. It's important to make the alpha of the background 0. Now search for paint and drag this node in the area as well. Connect the background to the paint node and the paint node to the merge node. Zoom in by scrolling the middle mouse button while holding Ctrl. Move to the object where you'd like to add a glowing line by moving your mouse while holding the middle mouse button pressed in. While standing on the paint node, click on Spline. Now click on the place where you want to start the animation. Make some anchor points on the corners. If you'd like to know how to create a mask with round corners, go check my separate tutorial. Now we created the anchor points. In brush controls you can adjust the size and the softness as well. Now search for soft glow and add this node in the area. Disconnect the merge node from the paint node. Connect the paint node to the soft glow and the soft glow to the merge node. Now it should look like this. Click on soft glow, and here you can adjust the glow settings like gain and glow size. On the paint node you can fine-tune the path as well. Let's adapt the size and softness a little bit. Here we can choose a color. Let's take yellow. And you can give it a good big glow here if you'd like to as well. So on the paint node and the soft glow node you can design the look of the glow. Let's fine-tune the corners a little bit now. Now we only need to animate the outlines. While standing on the paint node you can see stroke controls here. Here is a write-on effect, with which you can animate the stroke. Go to the place where you'd like to start the animation. Make the line disappear and add a keyframe. Go a little bit further in the timeline. From here you can animate a stroke how you'd like to. Let's make it full here. And the keyframe is created automatically. Let's go further in the timeline again, and make the outlines disappear here. Now we have this animation. Five. Speed ramp transition. I've made these two shots with a rotating table that I bought on Amazon. If you'd like to create this effect, I would definitely recommend buying this. It's almost no money, so I will put a link to this product in the video description. So I placed this rotating table in a box to hide it. You can place it in the lid of a colored shoebox for example, or cover it with a cardboard box. Just be creative. So let's start explaining how to do this effect in post-production. We have two clips rotating at a constant, slow speed. Right mouse click on the first clip and click on Retime Controls. Make sure that the red time indicator is standing on the place where you'd like to change the speed, because we are going to speed up everything after the red time indicator. If that's the case, click on this arrow and select Add Speed Point. If we go closer in the timeline, you can see that the speed is 100% before the speed point, and 100% after the speed point. So we're going to change the speed here. Let's start with 800%. Let's check what it gives. you can notice a separation point now between the two speeds. By dragging this closer, you can make the speed even quicker. I made the table rotate very slow, so we need a very high speed. Let's see what it gives. That's already starting to look like an effect. We have an abrupt transition between slow and quick, so let's make that smooth. Right-click on the clip and click on Retime Curve. Here you can see the curve of the speed. Select this point and then click on this icon. Now that's already smoother. You can stretch out these handles to make the speed transition extra smooth. That looks good. Now we need to do the same on the second clip, but this needs to go from quick to slow. So let's place the red time indicator somewhere towards the end. Everything before will have a quick speed. Everything after will have a slower speed. Right mouse click on the clip, Retime Controls. Click on the arrow and add a speed point. Now make the speed 800%. Now drag it here to the right to make the speed quicker. Give it approximately the same speed as the first clip. Let's attach the two clips to each other again. Now we have this transition already. Right mouse click on the clip, Retime Curve. Select this point and then click on this icon. Stretch it out. So now the curve looks symmetrical on both clips. This is what we have now. This part here is very slow, so let's make that a little quicker as well. Let's make it 200. Now we have this. Let's do that here as well. So 200. Let's attach the two clips to each other again. The transition looks very smooth already. Let's make the speed slow down at the end. So add an extra speed point here, and then make the speed 100. Now click on the point, and then on this icon. Stretch it out and we have this result. The whole sequence looks like this now. So we miss a little blur on the transition between the two clips. Let's create that. Search for adjustment clip. Drag it on top of the two clips. Trim it at the speed points. Then add a fade in and a fade out like this. Make sure that the time indicator is standing on a place where the adjustment clip is 100% visible. Go to the color grading. It's important that the adjustment clip is selected here, so select that if that isn't the case. Now bring this radius upwards. This creates some unsharpness. Go back to the Edit tab. This is a transition together with unsharpness when the objects rotate fast. You can make the fades longer as well, or the unsharpness shorter like this. Like this, it looks great for me. I will show you now what you need to do if you only want to blur the object, because this green part has some blur as well right now. While standing on the middle of the adjustment clip, go to the color grading tab again. Make sure you're on window and that the adjustment clip is selected. It has kind of a square shape, so let's use this. All you need to do now is just place the object in the mask. The background is just one color, so we can include a part of this. Make sure that everything of your object is included in the mask. The bottom line of the mask needs to be on the edge. Alright, that's it. You can adjust the softness of the mask here. I made every line 1 because this matches with the depth of field in this shot. And finally we have this result. 6. Dehancer's Overscan tool. This is the unedited clip. Dehancer has some effects as well in the package, and the Overscan is one of their newest tools. I graded this clip already a little bit with DaVinci on this note. It doesn't matter whether or not you've done this. The first thing you need to do is add an extra serial node. Optionally give it a name, so let's name this Dehancer. Go to Effects and search for Dehancer once you have installed this. So you can only do this if you've bought the Dehancer package that includes the Overscan tool. Don't forget to use the promo code TIM20 for a discount. Drag Dehancer to the node. Disable the film and every function that has an effect on the clip. Now enable the Overscan tool. Place the gate type on Ultra Panavision. Place the perforation mode on positive. Now we have this effect. You can adjust some sliders as well, like the scale tool for example. Now that we're here, let's color grade it further with Dehancer as well. Here we have the black point and the white point. Enable it to see the changes. Now we have this difference already. Let's adjust some more sliders. The exposure. The tonal contrast. The color density. Let's keep it saturated. These ones will do a lot as well. With only very few sliders you can make a big difference. So Dehancer makes your grading much better and quicker. I try to grade some clips and the result is always best when I use Dehancer. Already 500,000 people use Dehancer at this point, so that says a lot. If we enable the Dehancer halation, the sun will have a little glow. If we enable the bloom, everything will look better as well. Let's take a look at the difference. This is without any color grading. This is with DaVinci color grading. And this is together with the Dehancer color grading. Have a look in full screen. This is without any color grading. This is with DaVinci grading. And this is with the Dehancer grading added. 7. Blur out faces or objects. This is the original clip. Go to color grading. Right mouse click on the node, add serial. Optionally give the new node a name. Go to effects and search for mosaic blur. Drag the effect on the node. Now we're going to create a mask. Make sure you're on window. Zoom in on the part where you'd like to blur out the face. You can zoom in by scrolling and move by holding the middle mouse button. Go to the first frame of the clip. Now we'll mask out the face in this case. Let's do it with a circle shape. Make sure that everything that you'd like to mask out is included in the mask. You can adjust the feather as well like this. In the effects, you can adjust the look of the blur as well by adapting the sliders. Now we need to animate the mask as the person is moving. So go to Tracker, then click on Frame. Make sure that the red timeline indicator is at the start. Now move the mask slightly to create a first keyframe. The head goes down at a linear speed, so let's go a little bit further. Create keyframes by just moving the mask. Just add a few keyframes and make sure that the head is everywhere inside the mask. Now it goes upwards here. Now we have this, so the mask follows the head. This is the result. 8. Making lights glow. This is the original clip. Search for glow in the open effects and drag it to the clip. Now the lights in the video start to glow more. In the effect, you have a lot of settings to improve the glow effect. You can try all the sliders to optimize the effect to your favor. The gain is a nice one as well. This is before and this is after. Let's do it with this one as well. If you drag the glow to the clip, this light has some extra glow. So if you have lamps or anything similar in your video, this effect is very efficient. After some adjustments in the effect, we have this result, before and after. 9. Boomerang. Duplicate a clip by dragging while holding Alt. Right mouse click on the duplicate, change clip speed, reverse speed. Now duplicate these two clips again as much as you'd like to. I'll delete the last clip, because I can stretch this out a little bit as the recording was a few seconds longer. Now this is the final result. Then, black bars. Go to cropping and crop the top and the bottom. Now we have black bars. If you'd like to make them come in, go to the frame where you'd like to see them full. Add a keyframe there on crop top and crop bottom. Then go to the point where you'd like to make the black bars come in. Make the value of the crop top and the crop bottom 0 there. Now the black bars come in at a linear speed. If you'd like to make the black bars dynamic, click on this diamond icon. Select the first keyframe, right mouse click, and ease out. Now the black bars will come in slow and then be quicker and quicker. If you'd like to make the end less abrupt, select the second keyframe. Right mouse click here and ease it in. Now we have the black bars. These were the 10 effects. In case you'd like to use Dehancer, don't forget to use the promo code TIM20. A link to the Dehancer website is in the description as well.